He's got an account.
Do you need that?
Troubles exactly.
Hello, guys. Everything well? Everything well?
Okay, Ron.
Brian May's son-in-law. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, that's for you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. We have tanks there.
Here you go. Excellent. Thank you.
Steel one. We sold it to Colin and Carol.
Oh,
No,
that's
from he was getting it from one interim anymore. He was getting 90 as he was, because they had it for 65 years. Yeah, maybe one for 90. So 90 he was running it.
Now, John, just for you, I've drenched myself in cologne. I've drenched myself in cologne just for John.
Where's your report? Good report. Gosh.
You didn't tell me about Blaze later around the wife thing.
Oh, yeah. It is. He was kind of, I mean, I felt he was kind of firing a shot over our bow. Like, prove it, and we think you guys are liable for it. I'll send it to you today, Pete.
We were gonna get that assist before we got into this.
No,
It's been assessed,
No,
but not.
we got a quote to have it, and Rob Brown, you all know his quote was like 10 grand.
Yeah.
You could see the numbers building up already.
Gary, there's an agenda by Raj. You never have too much paperwork.
Like down some more pine trees, that's what I say.
Hey, Pete, there's another, I think there's another window if you want to open that one behind the curtain. It's up to you.
I'll take it under advisement, John. Was that cologne that strong?
I'm about to pass out.
The two ball jointing for a lifetime of flow.
Trying to see if
Got 11 minutes. Was she tired? The dog?
Oh, she's sleeping in the car. As you sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it seem like she recognized you?
Not particularly.
Yeah.
Never been that kind of dog. But she's happy. I mean, she's become my shadow now.
Yeah. So what we do is we just go down this, and and then go to the chairman's report.
Yeah. You do all that, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's classy.
I think he's going to come. He said he might.
Land.
I was gonna say.
That's it? No, it's like- Well, it was pretty easy to do that, at least it's a sentence. I think that that's pretty
Well, streaming in now. How many, I wonder how many people are going to stream it.
Well, it's.
We'll be able to look at analytics and see.
See those things? People.
哦，也也，哦。
Even the shoreline is.
It's.
8 minutes.
You bought it to learn what's
That's another here, we got another, quote, this time around, it's really nice. It's really good. We've actually got one council. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hello, local.
So, Mr. Ross's boat will be taken away.
Yeah.
That's really important. Oh, happy day. It's a song of it. Jan won't be here for the dinner.
Oh, yeah, good.
So, Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
Look, you.
No, I'll be here, Jay.
I didn't go out with someone that before with me. All
No, I know. Got someone on there now, and he loves it. I know. I have been. No, his mom actually owns a bird here, but we put him somewhere else.
No.
If you want me to answer something, if you want me to answer something, just in terms of. But if you want to answer a question, just look at me, but I'm not gonna ramble. So.
Okay. No, that's good.
Yeah. If you just say something like that, maybe our manager. So diligent answer.
We'll just wing it.
Wing it. That's actually the genre. Yeah, but that's the one. And there's took us a long time to figure out how this was gonna work. I don't think, do you not want to behind the letters? Do you want to go wrong?
That's all.
Yes, that's right, I've got that. I know, and Natasha's had to go through the answer, yeah. We're not the only ones with issues. Good to see you, Mr. Preston. Good to see you.
I don't know, I've been just nervous about backing down the narrow side of it.
Yeah, let's go. You ready? Okay, guys, we're ready to go. So first of all, if you don't have an agenda or you don't want one, forget about it. But Raj has got agendas and last year's unconfirmed minutes at the front door. So welcome and kia ora, all our valued Berth holders, to the 41st annual Berth holders meeting, if you can believe that. A reminder that this is not an AGM. It's rather a meeting to advise of the result of the annual TMMT elections. And it's for the chairperson to submit a report, which John will do shortly. There will be time for a brief question and answer period after the chair report, and then refreshments. And please note the TMMT AGM is held annually in March, and that coincides with approval of our audit. So we're audited annually, so the TMMT audit gets approved in March. And for those of you watching online, okay, the camera's back there, using the YouTube link, welcome. And all online viewers, they can't contribute, but if you want to, you can write down any questions and pass on to the secretary, who's myself, by email for consideration sometime after the meeting, probably next week. I can get to these questions. We hope the volume is adequate for viewers today. Last year it was pretty bad. And we want to thank Carrie for helping us with that. Health and safety, so housekeeping, all attendees today are to sign in. And if you haven't, don't worry about it, but before you leave, sign in, please. That would be fabulous. Toilets are downstairs, and as a berth holder, you should have your own personal code. But if you need a temporary code today, please ask Roger at the door and he'll give you one. If we need to evacuate the building for any reason, God forbid, please make your way down the stairs in an orderly fashion. Trustees first, of course, and walk across the car park to the assembly point. And the assembly point that we have marked out by signage is next to the rubbish compound, just over here. During the Q&A period, please state your name and birth number for the record and stand up. Okay, so everyone can hear what everyone's saying, and the people at home on the YouTube link can hear what's going on. So I've got some apologies. Number one, I've got an apology from Councillor Scott McKenzie, who can't make it today. And he's a trustee representative for us on behalf of Farmeray District Council. We've got apologies from Brian Keane from Berth J8. He said the weather was too good to come to the meeting today. So he's taken the dawn out and he's cruising around out on the water today. Jeremy McGinnis on A20, and Lars Christensen, a new berth holder from F3. And I'm going to advise you guys that this meeting's been called by the trust secretary in accordance with the trust deed. And if I could please get a confirmation of the minutes from Friday, November 2nd, 2024, that's last year. Anybody? I need a.
We can't remember
We need-
that far back.
Thank you, Keith.
Yep, Keith, and do I have a seconder, please?
Go on.
Okay, that's Bill Senior.
All in favour?
And all in favor of that, please?
Aye.
Okay, all not in favor?
Against?
Okay, and carried. Okay, and that was Bill Senior seconding. All right, so the election, so as the nominations submitted matched the number of open seats, there was no requirement for a postal vote. So when more nominations come in than seats are available, what that triggers is a postal vote, and that comes from the office, and it's been very historical, and that goes out to everybody via post. The votes come in and they're counted. And when I first started inviting Adam Gross here, he would sit here and watch us count the votes out and get a confirmation. So as there was no requirement for a postal vote, and the 4 standing members are reappointed, so I'd like to say congratulations to John Healy of D11 and Pete Saul of B3, Grant Alexander of Echo 30, and Kevin Purdy of A15. So thanks, guys. Okay, and so condolences. We extend our heartfelt condolences to the families of those connected to the marina who have passed away during the last year and those who are suffering from poor health. We are, after all, a very close-knit community here, so we do send our condolences. And keeping the marina clean, just a note from me, is it continues to be a challenge every year, tracking down leaking boats. With oil, diesel, or petrol into marina water, boat owners have by and large been doing a great job this winter. So really good. We've had very few issues. NRC will react to spills with fines, abatement notices, and cleanup bills if they're not notified and discover the spill themselves. So if we're proactive, they give us a bit of a break. The Marina office has bilge socks and Matazor pads for sale. If you notice your bilge is carrying a bit of oil or fuel in it, so please keep a vigilant watch on the condition of your bilge. And we all have a responsibility to keep Marina, harbor, and our coastline clean. And I do want to thank all the trustees on behalf of the Berth holders and staff for their continued support, for volunteering their time and energy. They often have some very difficult decisions to make on behalf of the Berth holders and the wider facility. So I'm going to turn this over now to John Kalu, and he has the chairman's report.
Thank you, Dylan. Welcome, Berth holders, on behalf of the trustees. My first topic is extreme ocean event mitigation. So what's happening with the breakwater, etc. So I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what's happening there. So the board continues to work with the Whangarei District Council about the mitigation plan and to make it a reality. All parties acknowledge that the mitigation is crucial for marina structures, boats, local businesses, locals and tourists alike. I'd like to remind you that Tutukaka Marina is in fact not a Whangarei District Council entity, as a Tutukaka Marina Management Trust owns the floating structures, breakwaters and facilities. However, the TMMT do have a lease with the Whangarei District Council for the marina and the surrounding properties. The necessarily channel dredging needed and our breakwater reconfiguration project are located in both the Whangarei District Council and NRC areas. And I'll just put this out that the bit that we own is like this, over to there and this side. So everything over there and out is not within our leased area. So that's kind of part of the difficulties that we've got that we're working with. But yeah, so the necessary channel dredging needed and our breakwater reconfiguration project are located in both Whangarei District Council and NRC areas. The Whangarei District Council awarded TMMT a grant of $172,500, including GST, from their 24-25 financial year to enable detailed hydrological investigation of wave patterns in the Tutukaka Harbour. The results of this work are required to assess the impact of different breakwater configurations on the Tutukaka beaches, particularly the effects of erosion and sand deposits. The work was commissioned during the last winter, and the required instruments were deployed in the harbour in the last week of October. The data will be downloaded towards the end of December, and if further monitoring is indicated, the instruments will be redeployed during February or March 2026. A consentability study that was commissioned at the same time has been completed and will be forwarded to the council before the end of November. This study has identified additional investigations that will have to be carried out in order to assess the wider environmental impacts of the proposed breakwater modification, including identifying suitable spoil disposal areas. After the data is collected, wave pattern simulations completed, and a preferred breakwater configuration identified, community consultation can begin along with working towards a design. So you can see this is quite a complex thing, and it's going to take quite a while. The next subject is a TeleWeb project, which is the keys that add access to the fingers. Over the last year, we have completed the installation of the access control on all the gates, the main bathroom, showers, the laundry door, and the old token system in the showers has been replaced with tele-web controllers. We're using QR codes at the boat ramp to replace the old coin box and ticketing system. As many of you know, the berth holders, renters and visiting boaties will be issued with personal codes for the tele-web system. We're looking at new stack front-loading laundry machines, washer below, dryer above, and we'll be removing the tokens from the use for those new machines, and that will result in online payment. This project of getting online payment has been very time consuming for the trustees and the staff, but it's already starting to have a big effect on a flow of instead of sending bills out and chasing money, people are going online, paying for things, and it's all completely accountable. So it was worth the effort, and it's good value. Fees and insurance. As you may have noticed, there have been no increase in our ASF annual service fees charged this year. The NRC portion did increase by $6 to $177 per berth this year. And just while we're talking about the money, the insurance bill this year was $170,000. So almost a third of your ASF is in fact insurance. And as well, I'd like to mention that the income for the trust is about $1 million a year. Now, just over half of that is annual service fees. The rest of it comes from collecting monies for berth rentals, liveaboard fees, showers, toilets, boat ramps. And so if we didn't have all that income, then your annual service fees would be close to double. So that the trust has been focused on other revenue streams and massaging that area. So that's how we keep the prices down that we have. Workplace safety and employment liabilities. The trustees, in addition to the many governance responsibilities, carry full liability and responsibility for work safe and employment issues, as well as the financial status of the marina. We are effectively company directors. The TMMT health and safety program is very robust, reviewed constantly, and reflects the importance on health and safety by the trustees and staff. Also looming are the upcoming water supply regulations, which will be as stringent as workplace safety. A steady supply of clean water is crucial for the facility, and the trustees are working hard to future-proof this program. Charitable activities. Every year, the TMMT contributes or donates to various community organisations, which include Boat Ramp and Village Green Management, Tutukaka Coast Youth Sailing, Shed Space and Support, Tutukaka Market Events, Civil Defence Assistance, a public waste oil facility and contaminated plastic container recycling, public dog bag stations, Tutukaka Coast Guard, Tutukaka Coast Community Patrol, New Zealand Olympic Sailing Team, annual Wakarama racing donation, the V-Grid police camera system used by the police, and countless hours of time donated by your volunteer trustees throughout the year. Furthermore, we have superb staff and personnel. I want to thank Dylan, Roger and Suzanne for their selfless devotion to the marina facility, Neil Faber for his valuable work as our marina handyman, Murray Soljak for splicing and backup in the office when needed, Matt Taylor, who does a phenomenal job looking after the marina grounds, and Kerry Snooks for his valuable computer work, and also our vibrant liveaboard community. For the future, although the board's role is one of governance, we're looking to the future 5, 10, 20 years ahead. We're constantly actively searching for more income streams to keep annual fees at an affordable level. Some of the issues we face are the cost of ocean and weather event mitigation, the number of older boats in marina, and 2 of them have just gone, as you may or may not have noticed. The demand for longer berths and cat berths, the age of our berth holders, the approach of the end of the berth license periods in 2031, 2035, and 2045. That's an important one. The age of the trustees, the likelihood of further overhead increases, and the growth of the Tutukaka Coast and Whangarei district. The management of this facility is very demanding, and it's going to escalate when we seriously begin the ocean and weather event mitigation project, and berth holder support will be crucial. Thank you for your attendance. I move that my chairman's report for the 41st annual berth holders meeting in 2025 be accepted as tabled, and ask for a seconder. Thank you, John. All in favour? Against? The motion is carried. We'll now open for a question and answer time, and in previous years we've had all sorts of questions about things that should be addressed to the management or to the trust. This question and answer time is really about the chairman's report, so if we can stick to that, I'd be grateful. So, who's got some questions?
Just stand up, name and birth number, please.
Simon McCarley, D20. I'm relatively new, I only arrived 6 months ago. I just had a question about the channel dredging. Is there anything that berth holders can do to help with that? I'm thinking of pressure on the local council, pressure on MSD. Not just we just had an election, but I'm sure there'll be another one to try and help the trust in that.
Yes, well, certainly the yachts have difficulty navigating the lump out the front, and it certainly doesn't hurt if you would drop an email or a letter to the trust and adding your observations as well, because yes, we are putting pressure on the NRC about that, and they've acknowledged that at long last, and originally they said it wasn't their problem, and Dylan cleverly asked them, well, whose was it? So yes, please drop us a line.
I can actually add to that if you want, John.
Mm.
I think you should all be aware that actually the council's reasonably aware of what the issues are, because we have been talking for some time about the, about the breakwaters and so on, and that's part of the issue. The issue that we really face more than anything else is we don't need a resource consent to do that dredging. And professional opinion that we've had is that that needs to be done in conjunction with whatever other future plans we have, so that it's a one-off consent which will last for the next 30 years rather than just a short term. And so that's all part of the picture, but as John has said, I would say that every single letter that we get from berth holders complaining about the risks of getting into the marina through the channel would actually be a strong action in our favour, no question about it.
Questions? Must go with Thursday. Anything?
Well, I'll thank you all for your attendance. And the good news is that we've got some drinks and nibbles there to enjoy, and I'm sure we can have a bit of a chat amongst ourselves and about various things. So thank you very much.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Sorry, I've just got one thing I promised Richard Baker of A18. He did want me for general business to bring up commercial fishing, Hauraki Gulf, something that Shane Jones wants to bring through. So I promised him that I would do this and also leave the link for submissions over by Roger before you leave, if you want to take a photo of it. And yes, John?
Yeah, Richard, John Holdsworth from D10, Richard Baker asked me to say a few words about the prospect of commercial landing at Marlin, which the Minister is consulting on currently, so it's a submission form here. Sportsman Council and the club here don't want this recreational only fishery to become a commercial fishery. It's supposed to be only dead marlin, but how many of the marlin are going to be dead if they will have to keep them and sell them? So there's a submission form available by Legacy Marlin submission. So legacy.co.nz Marlin submission. And it's an easy form you can fill in. You can put your own comments in, and the submissions are due by the end of next week. So if you or your friends want to put a submission in, please.
Thank you, John. Could you stand up and please?
He is standing up. Yeah, Robert from D13.
Robert?
Yeah,
Yes,
I just wanted to talk about the commercial, the fishers. I have concerns with them speeding up and down that rock wall. They don't really like. And when I confronted one of them, besides the colourful language, it was basically said it's a commercial wharf, I can go at whatever speed I like. So I just thought I'd bring up, they constantly, when they open that gate, they go like hell up there, they go back down, and there's kids fishing and stuff like that. It's not too good. So this will.
no, thanks, Rob. I will have, it's a case of you pull them back, you give them a whack over the hand with a ruler, then they pull their head in a bit, and then they do a bit of a creep. So yes, I will talk to them about that, and also about speeding along here as well. Yeah, definitely. It's dangerous activity.
Any more?
Are any of the proposed changes to
Well,
the
just
breakwaters?
stand up, name and birth, please.
Grant Shaw, C4.
Yes,
Are any of the proposed changes to the breakwaters and stuff, I can't remember whether I've seen it super historically or not. Is it gonna become any wider as far as boats going past each other? Because in my experience with two boats trying to get through there and then a trailer boat goes through the middle of those two boats, which, don't ask me why that's a clever option. I was just wondering, is the size of the entrance going to change much?
I can answer that. The answer is yes. Because the dredging will be a long-term project that will have to cater for future expansion within the marina as well. It will cater for longer vessels, as a result of which it will definitely be wider. I think at the moment it's 20 meters, and I think the new channel it will be designed with planned for being 30 meters wide. And it will not be where it is at the moment.
Yeah,
It will be further to the south.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And actually give a pretty straight line from the.
Yeah, so then we'll have space for 4 vessels to get through, so then we'll see if we can squish 5 through, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's just like motorways, isn't it? But yeah, but it definitely will be wide.
Yeah.
and also increasing the depth. It would be fabulous if we could get to 3 meters down.
I think at the moment the documents call for 3.5 meters.
All right, if there's no further business. Questions? Okay, I'll declare the meeting closed at 3:25.
Okay.
Making your huge.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Roger.
Made sense.
Now, guys, we're gonna, there's gonna be some nibbles brought up from the pizzeria. We'll have drinks on the go. And make sure you get around and have a chat with your trustees. Absolutely, please.
Marie was sort of that